Hi.
There she is!
はい、先輩。
おはようございま
おは
す。
ようございます。
久しぶりですね。
はい。
I haven't seen you in so long.
Yeah.
This is so exciting. Thank you so much.
No problem.
We're still remodeling my
Mhm.
studio down here, so
Oh,
I'm afraid there's not too many beautiful things to see behind me, but you just got to go do your best, right?
yeah.
So let me introduce you to
Mhm.
the world.
Okay.
This is Dasool Choi,
Mhm.
and she right now she's coming to us from Japan.
Mhm.
And Dasool is trilingual. Yeah, right? Maybe even almost quadrilingual, right? So she speaks Korean.
Mhm.
안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
사랑해 정말로.
Oh.
She speaks Japanese and she speaks English. And
Mhm.
do you speak any dialect from where you were living in India?
I can speak a little bit of Tamil, which I was in where I was in India. It's in
Uh-huh.
Chennai, and yeah, but I can't really have conversation. But I just
Yeah,
learned just basic.
I know. I know how it is. I call it get around town
Mhm.
language. Like I can speak enough Kazakh to get a taxi and go
Yeah,
somewhere in
correct.
Kazakhstan and things like that. I want that.
yeah.
I totally hear you. Well, I am
Mhm.
so glad that you are willing to join us today. Thank you so much, Dasul.
No problem.
Arigato gozaimasu. So I'll just ask you some of the same questions
Mhm.
on your journey to
Yeah.
transformation and
Yeah, of
overcoming.
course.
Um,
Mhm.
Now, I know that when we were chatting
Mhm.
in Instant Messenger,
Yeah.
I had asked you about like your journey uh,
Mhm.
doing and achieving your goals and your dreams
Mhm.
in English.
Yeah.
But I also know
Mm.
that you are an amazing bodybuilder.
Mhm.
Like always like liking your pictures, like she's so amazing. Um, so would you like to answer some of those questions regarding that journey as well? Because
yeah, sure.
I'm interested in how you got
Yeah.
into that.
okay.
So a little history about me and Dasul. I
Mm.
was teaching English as a second language at San
Mhm.
Diego State, right?
Yeah.
What year was it that you came there?
Second, I think from college. I think it was 2000.
I think maybe
Um,
12, maybe?
yeah, 12.
Yeah, I think around there. And she
yeah.
was just this cute, precious girl. She sat in the front and she was always like this. She was like learning everything. She never had a blank face or a frown. She was always smiling. Like
so it was just
one of my
because your class was so fun to me.
was it fun? I
yeah.
always tried to make it fun and really helpful and practical, which I
hmm
hope is what this summit turns out to be
hmm
for everybody.
Yeah.
Um, so you were at San Diego State, and
hmm
first you went through the American Language Institute to get your English up to par. What degree did you end up getting?
I got the International Communication Studies degree.
Wow.
ありがとうございます。
よくでみました. Very good job. And then where did you go straight from there? Because we haven't seen each other in a few years.
After that, I got a job in a company called. Do you mean after the San Diego?
Yeah, after San Diego State.
Oh, okay. I went back to my university in Japan
Uh-huh.
and I finished my university degree.
Did you get a different one?
No, it's the same thing.
But you did it in Japanese this time.
Yes.
You are amazing. And why do you speak Korean? Because I know I mentioned that, and maybe
yeah.
some people from Korea will be like, "Why does she speak Korean?"
yeah. So both of my parents are Korean, and I was born in South Korea. And my dad works in IT company, and Japanese IT company invited him to work together in Japan.
Uh-huh.
So we have had to move together as a family to Japan. So to communicate with my parents, I'm using Korean, but in outside, I need to use Japanese.
That's amazing. I love it. Um, okay, so then after you got your degree in Japan,
Hmm.
you got a really amazing job in India. Is that right?
Yeah.
Am I following
Uh,
correctly?
yes. It's a company called Tata Consultancy Services. It's a IT consultancy company, and it's my first job. I never learned about IT stuff, but like
Mhm.
they thought my potential of trilingual
Wow.
skill. So they thought I will be helpful to globalize their company.
Yeah,
So
Totomo Muzakashi. That's like really difficult.
yeah.
I'm so impressed with you. I always was. You're amazing. That's why I've stayed in touch with you. So, where in this journey, because I feel
Mhm.
like it started in San Diego from when I was watching you and following you on Instagram, where
Yeah.
in that journey did you start getting into bodybuilding?
I think it was when I after the junior high, I started to gain more weight because
Hmm.
I played tennis in the after school curriculum, but
Okay.
I stopped playing it. And since my how I eat didn't change while I stopped
It wasn't
doing
America. Are you
sports.
sure it wasn't American food?
No, there's a lot of yummy Japanese food as well.
Honta.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I think it was the American food one. So, and you currently bodybuild right now, right?
Yeah,
So
but
tell
I
me
don't.
about your
Mhm.
journey with that. Tell me about your journey with getting into bodybuilding.
So I just started running around the house to lose weight because that's what I think that will thought that will
Mm-hmm.
work. But after I did some searching on Google, they said like starting to gain more muscle, like doing more muscle training, will help you with losing weight even more.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I tried that at the gym and I could see a little bit of transformation. So when I see my body is changing, I get more motivated. So that's where I started.
Have you entered competitions?
No, I don't really like I going into the competition because what I read is like you need to cut the water and like so
Oh,
much food. It's not ideal for me. Like I don't think it's healthy for me.
mm,
And since I have my job, I think it will be a little bit it will distract me from the
yeah.
job because I will be so tense because of lack of food.
Uh-huh.
So,
Okay. Tell me a couple of things, and you
mhm.
can answer both or you can answer your preference.
Yeah.
What was one of the biggest challenges you overcame to
Hmm.
studying your degree in another language, a third language, not just a second
Hmm.
language, a third language,
Yeah.
or maybe one of your challenges to really kind of helping develop the body that you want? Because it's quite
Mm.
extraordinary. Can people follow you online, by the way? Am I allowed to
Yeah,
give
of course.
Instagram handle? It's Das Vader, right?
Yes,
Yeah. So
because
I'll
I
spell
like
it in the
Star
chat
Wars.
when this goes live, but
Yeah.
she's Dasool and she
Hmm.
loves Star Wars. So it's Das Vader. I'll spell it out for the
Yeah.
watchers and the listeners. So would you like to tell us about one of
Hmm.
the biggest obstacles or challenges that you overcame in either or both of those
Hmm.
paths in your life?
Yeah, as of my education, like for English,
Hmm.
I can't really think of the like most difficult uh challenges because every time I face challenges when I'm using English, so
Hmm.
I need to overcome obstacles every time.
I
So
was thinking, do you remember when you told me
yeah.
some of your you were saying something about you had lack of English vocabulary
Hmm.
knowledge, so you couldn't
Yeah.
express your thoughts.
Hmm.
Um, Many native English speakers talk fast. That's so true.
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
have the same trouble, like going into Japanese or Spanish. Sometimes
Mhm.
because I speak it fluently, I think they think I hear it fluently.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, oh, what was that? What did you say? So yeah, I wish that they would slow down a little bit.
Mhm.
And I thought this was really interesting. You had a similar response to a lot of people that were
Mhm.
former students of mine that once they got into their niche career,
Yeah.
it was hard to find like really specific vocabulary and know
Mhm.
how to use them. How are
Yeah.
you doing that? Are you just like
Um.
picking it up in context?
Yeah. And even though I don't understand the complete sentence, I need to sometimes guess or like guess from the context, like
Yeah.
as you said. So if I didn't know some specific words, I need to look up later so I can understand it later
Do you
on.
keep like a list of like any words that you want to learn?
Right now I don't do make any lists, but I look up and I don't really forget after because those words could be used a lot in the workplace.
Oh, yeah.
So I just didn't know that
You're like, I hear
vocabulary.
that all the time. I need to learn
Yeah,
how to use it. Yeah.
yeah.
Sometimes learn saying things in context is the best way to do it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So is that one of your biggest challenges, you think?
Yeah, mostly vocabulary because you need the vocabulary to express the exact feeling that you're feeling or something that you want to say.
Was your experience in San Diego your first experience with American or
Mm-hmm.
native English speaking teachers?
Mm-hmm.
Or did you have like non-native English speakers teachers in
Mm-hmm.
like your country?
In high school, we had two native teachers in English class.
Oh, that's really convenient.
Yeah,
And it's rare too, isn't it?
yeah, it is.
Yeah. Oh, you're
Mm-hmm.
very fortunate to have that. um, what was I going to ask you? How about with bodybuilding? What's the
Mm-hmm.
biggest challenge?
Mostly dieting because I like food and like
Yeah.
when you want to be on some point, you need to cut your like rethink about what you're eating.
Do you do it
So
in cycles or do you always?
yeah, mostly I do in cycles. Like I would eat like 2 weeks healthy and like I give myself like a cheat day for like one. Yeah.
What's your favorite cheat food?
Um. So like too many. Like- yeah, I like Korean fried chicken. Like it's always in
It's
my
so
mind. Like
yummy. Why is
yeah.
it so good? There's a secret ingredient, isn't there?
Yeah.
Do you like boba milk tea?
I do, but I don't really drink it so much.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I fell in love with boba milk tea when I was in
Mhm.
Japan.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so good. I don't drink the boba in it anymore because it has like all
Mhm.
that starch.
Yeah.
Love milk tea. I love it.
Yeah, they're
Okay,
tasty.
so would you be willing to tell us
Mhm.
what are some of your best tips, hacks,
Mhm.
advice for one, maybe learning some of those niche vocabulary words
Mhm.
or anything else that helped
Mhm.
you get through a degree and a
Mhm.
career? Because now you use English every day in your career
Yeah, I do.
with all kinds of different accents around the
Yes.
world, right?
Mhm.
So, like people calling in from India or whatever, and you
Mhm.
just have to manage
Yeah.
listening to the different accents. So, tell us some of your best advice for
Mhm.
overcoming some of those challenges. There's going to be a lot of multilingual people listening
Mhm.
to this
Okay.
summit, and
Mhm.
then maybe some of your best tips, hacks, advice
Mhm.
for bodybuilding, if you don't mind.
Okay. So also for overcoming things in English field, I feel like not being afraid to make mistakes because
Mm,
before I was a little bit afraid to make mistakes because I thought some people would think not negatively but
yeah.
feel weird about it that I make
And we think
mistakes.
it about ourselves, right? Like,
Yeah.
I'm going to sound stupid or whatever.
Yeah.
So we don't let ourselves make the mistakes that we need to make.
Yeah, correct. But I learned in the um, process of learning English that I need to make a mistakes to realize and learn actually.
Mm,
So and actually I felt like like almost all people don't feel weird about you making mistakes if you're just honest and tell them like it's my like second language or
yeah,
like third
my
language. I'm not
third,
fluent. Yeah.
because I'm amazing and I speak three languages.
Yeah, like they will understand and they will be willing to help you understanding. So it's important to also be more active about asking for help.
Mm,
I don't know this, please help me understand this. People will always be willing to help you. So
mm.
that's really important tip to learn and improve.
Did you find that anytime you asked for help,
Hmm.
people were pretty great about it, or was it
Hmm.
awkward?
I never had a situation that was awkward. Everyone who I asked for help, they were really willing to help. And many people try to tone down their speed and like try to make me understand as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, it will just be worse if I just don't tell them like honestly and like pretend that I understand and um, that will cause a lot of trouble in the workplace.
Do you recommend any books, apps,
Mhm,
Instagram accounts, people to follow for people
mhm,
who really want to just become more fluent and confident in
mhm.
their English or in your career?
I just in daily life, I just watch YouTube like videos, like whoever I like who speak native English.
Do you have a
So
favorite?
I like Good Mythical Morning,
What is
if
it
you
called?
know. It's Good Mythical Morning.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just two guys doing like silly stuff on YouTube. Yeah, but it makes my ear really used to English and learn new like natural sounding
Hmm.
sentences. So yeah.
It's true. The tone and the rhythm of
Mm-hmm.
English has its own rhythm and tone,
Yeah.
and you have
Mm-hmm.
to really get used to it so you
Mm-hmm.
can match that when you're speaking that language. Like I
Yeah.
noticed that when I speak Japanese,
Mm-hmm.
my tone gets a little higher and
Mm-hmm.
it's a little cuter, like
Yeah.
"Ohayou gozaimasu.
Mhm.
Oh, genki desu ka?" So, but you have to do that because
Yeah.
it makes
Correct.
it easier for you to be understood if you
Mm-hmm.
adapt the tone and the
Yeah.
rhythm and whether it goes up or down and that
Mm-hmm.
sort of thing in whatever
Yeah.
language you're communicating in. That's really good.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Listening to that is very
Yeah.
helpful. I totally
Mm-hmm.
agree about that.
Yeah.
Um, how about with bodybuilding? Apps, tips, hacks?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have somebody you follow?
Hmm.
Should we get a coach?
Yeah, actually, like I like doing things by myself. Like when it comes to working out, I didn't really like someone watching me working out. So I didn't really get a gym trainer. I just looked up on Google and like implemented into my plan. And if it didn't work, I just drop it quickly. So and just find a new one that I liked. Yeah, because many people just quit working out because it is too tiring for them or too hard to follow the routine. But I think it's more important to enjoy the process and like do in a way that fits you.
Yeah.
So if I don't like it, I just drop it. Like I try things that I like, and like slowly you will get the strength, and maybe you will be able to try more difficult things. Yeah.
I got a trainer once when I was in San Diego and I said, what's the best workout? And he
Mhm.
said, the one that you will do.
Yeah.
The best workout is the one that you will do,
Mhm.
because whatever you can be consistent at. And so there'll be some people that are listening to this and
Mhm.
interested in how to work out, but
Mhm.
also there's business people on this
Mm.
summit, or
Yeah.
finance, education, lots of different topics. So the best program or
Mhm.
plan or coach or app or website or training program is the one that you will do.
Yeah.
Right? You have to
It's
be
just
able to follow through. You got to take
yeah.
action, and done
Mhm.
is better than perfect, right?
Yeah. Correct.
Do you have a favorite workout?
My favorite workout squats because like it's a really workouts like your whole body actually because your posture needs to be correct and like if you just do squats I think like you don't really need to do anything
Yeah.
else but
It's my
yeah.
favorite too, by the way. I
Nice.
love squats. I'm really
Yeah.
kind of falling in love with deadlifts too.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
two like the most like greatest workouts.
Yeah. I've
Mm-hmm.
been doing a 7-minute workout this
Mm-hmm.
the last couple of months, just to
Yeah.
get like my energy up and flowing in the morning.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you've seen this, but
Mm-hmm.
I am how many days in? I think I'm on my 57th day
Mm-hmm.
of walking 1 mile a day for a year. I started a
Oh
challenge
wow.
with my mom,
Yeah.
and anybody's invited to come with us. And
Mm-hmm.
you have to walk at least 1 mile a day, but it
That's
almost always
awesome.
turns into like 2 or 3. But
Mm-hmm.
it's just getting started. It's those little things,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, do you have a favorite, like a little workout like that? Like the seven
Mm-hmm.
minute one that I do is
Mm-hmm.
a HIT workout. It's high
Yeah.
intensity
Mm-hmm.
interval training. So
Yeah.
you do a lot of things, but really quick and in bursts of
Mm-hmm.
activity, and then it's like
Yeah.
done. Do
Mm-hmm.
you have a favorite of any kinds of workout that you do?
I also like burpees, if you know, like the one you
She
like
likes the
push up.
burpees, guys.
Yeah.
She likes them.
Well, like it's like interval training. It makes your heart beats more faster. It
Uh-huh.
makes your pump up your blood even more faster than just running or walking normal speed in the treadmill. But like I learned that when I joined the Spartan race when I was in San Diego,
Oh,
and
that's
like
right.
yeah, they make you do burpees when you can't go do the obstacles.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so brutal. How did you do in
Yeah.
that anyways? I remember seeing your pictures.
hmm
How did you
Yeah,
do?
I finished it. Like it means that you finish it.
Yeah.
So even though you can't do finish that obstacle, you just need to do 30 burpees and go to the next one.
But finishing a Spartan race, I mean, that's something.
Yeah.
What's one of the best things that you've done? Like biggest accomplishments you've had?
In general in life,
Sure, you can answer in general.
um, I think I would say like I got a job from Microsoft because I never thought I could get a job in such a company. I really like how Bill Gates wrote a book about like how his business strategy and how he thinks about wealth and like his employee. Um, since I followed his motto, I really was happy when Microsoft gave me a job.
And you're in Japan currently working for Microsoft,
Yeah,
right?
I am.
And that's your dream job?
Yeah,
That's
because
awesome.
yeah, I get to really use all the skills that I have in this job, and I feel like everything that I have studied and experienced is being used in this work.
Yeah. Everything's been building up to it, right?
Yeah.
What's your biggest accomplishment in bodybuilding?
Um, I feel like I got to get the body I really thought I could get. Like I was able to get like 6 packs because I never thought
Whoa.
that's
I've seen
possible.
it too. It's awesome. You guys can see it if you go to Das Vader on Instagram. You too can see those amazing abs. How did you get those amazing abs?
Diet is the most key for the abs, and I do abs isolation workouts too. Like in many articles, they say like abs isolation would not really work, but
Uh-huh.
since I do that after those isolation like muscle days, like if I have chest day, I do chest workouts, and after that, I do abs isolation.
Oh, do you think that there's one of those moves that has been more most effective?
Just anything to isolate your abs. I use like a medicine ball and like do crunches like with
Oh
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
And also your legs
Mm-hmm.
and your peaches are amazing, by the way. She was little when I met her, and she's
Yeah.
like a total boss now, you guys. She's just sitting there in her cute little office. She's a total boss. Okay, let me ask you a couple of last ones.
Mhm,
If people wanted to get in touch with you or
mhm.
follow you
Yeah.
or ask you any more questions, where
Mhm.
should they get in touch with you at?
Instagram is fine if that's convenient. Facebook Messenger, that's also fine. Yeah,
Okay.
that's the major things that I use. So
And it's just Das Vader, right? There isn't any numbers on it, is there?
yeah, it just has like an underline to it,
Oh,
I
the
think.
underscore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to go there and look. Oh yeah, an underscore DASVADER underscore.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, last but not least.
Mhm.
I am transforming into a life coach
Mhm.
after 18
That's
years of
awesome.
English as a foreign language around
Mhm.
the globe. And for anybody who would be interested in working with me, what
Mhm.
did you like most about when you
Mhm.
were my student? If you don't mind me
Um,
asking.
like you have a great energy. Like it's my like in my entire life, I never met someone who has this great energy, like a sunshine,
Oh,
almost like the sun is walking around.
I love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, like when I think of you, I think of a sun. Like it's yeah. Like even now, like you make me really happy about like my experience in studying in your class. And yeah, you're going to be a really amazing coach
Oh,
for anyone who will be
thank you
communicating
so
with you.
much. What did you like about about my classes?
About your classes, you implemented concerns about students have.
Hmm.
It helped me that you taught us parts that we would feel difficulties in,
Hmm.
because some classes will be just teaching you grammars and things that you don't really feel that needed currently, but in your class we were able to learn something that we could use right away.
I really appreciate that. That has always been my aim. So I hope
Hmm.
to carry that from teaching to coaching, that
Yeah.
it's super practical, like something
Hmm.
that you can use immediately and need and
Yeah. Hmm.
helps you with pain points in your life. Yeah, I'm really
Hmm.
trying to do that. I love that you took that away. And
Yeah.
also the sunshine. Thank you so much. Oh, that blesses me so much. You
Oh,
truly were just
mm,
a sunshiny spot yourself. That's why I've never been able to lose touch with you. You're
yeah.
just a doll. Um, so let me see here. Let's summarize
Hmm.
some of the key things that we learned from you today. So be courageous. Do
Hmm.
that are scary, even if you think that it's going to look strange or you'll make a mistake. Go ahead and
Hmm.
try it. Ask for help. People are really helpful and will help you out. They're generally pretty
Hmm.
great about it.
Yeah.
Do the workout that you will do.
Yeah.
And she prefers abs isolation work. She's seen
Hmm.
that it does have really beneficial effects.
Hmm.
Um, Go for something that's hard, like a Spartan.
Hmm.
You can finish it, and Anything else? Any last advice for us before we close today? Maybe
Um,
something I didn't ask about?
yeah, I just want to like tell anyone who like sees me like to take any actions because it will lead you to the path and growth. So like before thinking or being scared of what's going to be the outcome, like it's better to step into it and experience it and learn from the experience, because the more experience you have, you will grow more, and that's the greatest things that we can learn in life, I think.
It's so good. That is so good. Taking action, because
Mm-hmm.
if you don't, you get stuck in analysis paralysis, and
Yeah,
you're
right.
sitting there thinking, and
Mm-hmm.
clarity doesn't come from thinking, it comes from
Mm-hmm.
action. Same
Yeah.
thing for me. When I
Mm-hmm.
first messaged you like 2 months ago, and I was like in
Mm-hmm.
the depths of despair,
Mm-hmm.
lost my jobs, my international students went back to their
Yeah.
country. My clarity did not come from thinking, well, what am I going to do now?
Mm-hmm.
That only made me more depressed.
Yeah.
I was like, so, and then I just started taking action. I started
Mm-hmm.
messaging people. Hey, what do you think about this? Hey, what did you do when you were
Mm-hmm.
in your hardest place, in your toughest challenge? And,
Mm-hmm.
and then as I started taking action, the clarity came, and
Yeah.
you're right. It's the experience that helps us and that
Mm-hmm.
we learn from. It's not the thought,
Yeah.
the mindset. Now that's
Yeah.
different, having the
Mm-hmm.
right mindset, right?
Yeah.
But
Correct.
just thinking about something and like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
what's going to happen? What should I do? It won't ever get you anywhere. You'll just be stuck there. It's like sitting
Yeah.
in a car that's not on. It's
Mm-hmm.
way easier to steer a car that's
Mm.
going somewhere because you
Yeah.
can always course correct, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You can always turn around, but
Mm-hmm.
you can't do anything if you're in a parked car that's not going.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's what I did. I was courageous. I'm taking some massive action by putting on
Mm-hmm.
this summit, and I hope
Right.
it will help other people to
Mm-hmm.
do the same. I
Yes,
can't
of
tell you
course.
how thankful I am. I
Thank you so
miss
much,
you
Ginger.
so
Yeah,
much.
I
I'm going to
miss
come and
you
see you
too.
as soon as the world opens up. I'm coming back to
Yeah,
Japan. I
yeah,
miss it
please.
so much. My home was up in Sendai. Where are you at?
I'm in Chiba.
Where's
I
that in
live.
relation to where I was? I was north of Tokyo.
Yeah, I think a bit far from Tokyo, but not too far.
South or
I think.
north?
I think it's in south of Tokyo.
Southern Japan?
Mhm.
Okay. Well, I'm coming to see you one day soon. You're
Yeah,
gonna be my guide.
yeah, I'd love to.
We'll pal around Japan. I'm looking forward to it. I cannot wait for the world to open up. I have so much traveling to do.
Yeah, me neither.
Well, arigato gozaimashita. I know you got to
Hi.
go to work. It's morning time
Mhm.
there for you.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. I'll message
Thank
you
you,
afterwards,
Ginger.
okay?
Yeah, please.
Thanks, Dasool.
Thank you. Bye
Jane.
bye.
Chaga.
Jane.
Bye.
Bye.